Hey, welcome back everybody. Hope everybody's had a great day. We are back with another tutorial. This week we're focusing on Wraith, who is one of the most used legends in the game. She is also very viable in ranked and very fun to play with in public matches. She's super important. You got to think strategically when you're using her portals. She's also very good at repositioning, and she has one of the smallest hitboxes, if not the smallest hitbox in the game. So she's very good in one-on-one fights, very good in close range combat. My name is WTF Bear 52. I hit Predator every season of Apex Legends, and this season for season 5 we did a 24-hour stream where we hit Predator in less than 19 hours. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I would love it if you could show some love and support. I am doing a weekly educational series where we're focusing on doing a tutorial for each legend, weapon, and some other tips for ranked, for dropping a 20 bomb, for dropping a 4K damage badge. So if you haven't done that, please do so. Also, I do stream on Twitch. If you haven't followed me on Twitch, I'm going to leave the link below in the description. I stream every day at 10 a.m. PST. I definitely appreciate all the love that I've gotten on my past videos. I've done one for Bloodhound, I've done one for Bangalore, and I've done one for Rank Tips. So if you haven't seen those, please do so. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support. We'll get right into the tips and get you going as a Wraith main. Hope you guys enjoy. Love you guys. Appreciate the support. Let's do it. A couple things to think about when you're using Wraith's tactical ability, her phasing. Her phasing did get nerfed from 20 seconds to 30 seconds this past season, so it's not readily available as it used to be, and that kind of makes you have to think a little bit harder when to use it. I like to use it here. In this situation, I swapped for this body after I killed this person, and then I phased out because I heard a couple people next to me, so I wanted to reposition so I could heal. I got into this building, I was able to pop a med kit and then get back into the fight as soon as I fully healed. So that's one way to use it, is to reposition after a fight. It's really, really good that way because people can't really see or track you that well. So you're able to kind of get away into a good position so you can heal. I got back into this fight, able to kill this person here. In this next situation, I am going to talk about the portal. So a lot of my portal uses are used to also get better position on an enemy. So I saw a fight going on here, a couple teams fighting here. I wanted to reposition around them so I could get a little bit of high ground and better firing position down on the enemy. So they were fighting somebody else, repositioned with the portal, was able to get my friends also in the position I was at. Something that a lot of Loba mains use now is being able to reposition themselves in a fight so that they get a different angle on the shots down on the enemy. So I was able to do that here. I'm able to, feel comfortable in this fight because of Wraith's hitbox. It's not that big. It's one of the smallest in the game, as I mentioned before. So I'm able to stay in the fight. I hear the team in here, so I'm able to, make sure to crouch, spam a little bit, reposition using her phase, get behind cover. So I use the trees as cover here. Something that a lot of people think that it's not enough cover for Wraith because she's small. You can definitely hide behind trees. Get the kills here. There's a couple more teams pushing in, able to heal. Always thinking about repositioning after a fight, even though there might not be teams nearby. You want to make sure that you're almost fully healed most of the time after a fight because you never know how fast people can rotate, especially on Kings Canyon. Able to get high ground here, get some shots in. As soon as they're cracked, right, this Wraith is cracked, and I'm able to feel comfortable going and pushing in. There's another team that's coming in here, and one thing that I like to do, and a lot of people get scared of, is to stay in the storm if there's a team pushing on you and you're kind of near the edge of the storm. If you have enough heals, so this is round 2 storm, if you have enough heals or med kits, I usually think like 3 med kits and maybe a full stack of syringes is enough to stay in the storm. I think that allows me, especially as Wraith, because you can phase in the storm and not take damage, you're able to stay in there a little bit longer than a normal legend would. And here I was able to phase into the storm. A lot of the times I'm not afraid of staying in the storm, especially here. There was another team trying to get a easy third party on us, get some easy kills. I didn't want to allow them to do that. It's something that if you're in round 2 storm, especially round 1 and round 2, you're able to survive a lot. You'll see me do this a lot if you watch my streams. I'll stay in the storm as much as I can, especially if a team is trying to third party, because I don't want them to have access to those easy kills. I have enough heals. I saw my inventory. I have enough heals to survive, especially we're not that far out of ring. And I feel comfortable being in the ring. In this situation, my teammate went down. He has a gold backpack, so this is where communication comes in pretty important. He has a gold backpack, so as soon as I res him, he's gonna drop his gold backpack, and I'm gonna be able to pick it up and then res him again so that he comes back with health and enough health to go back into the ring. This team went through bunker, and we're gonna go all the way around the mountain here so that we get back in the ring. And it's something that I wanted to showcase because I want to explain everything that I do in a game. It's something that I do pretty often, and it's something that you should start thinking about, especially if you're getting third-partied, is staying in the ring. Round 1, a lot of people will fight you. Round 2, most teams will just back off. So if you're able to hit the med kit right on time, it's usually about halfway, maybe one tick after halfway, then you're able to get back in the storm and get back into the fight. With 4 teams here left, and with me being the kill leader, I definitely didn't want to lose this game. And with Wraith especially, you're able to phase in the storm so you don't take storm damage, and you're able to set a portal. I know the portal only lasts for 4 seconds, so as long as your team is on the same page, you're able to help them get into positioning as they're healing as a Wraith main. So there's some strategy here, some more strategy that I personally use. I don't think a lot of people use this strategy, but I definitely think it's something that people should explore, just because it's a way so that you don't have to die, right away from a third party if they're trying to gatekeep you. And in this situation, I was able to use the portal. This is endgame here. We ended up getting in the storm, killing a team, and then getting back into positioning. So here's a little bit of high ground. Get my portal back just in case I need it in endgame. I wasn't sure how many teams were left. There's the team that pushes, but we have a little bit of high ground here if they slide down, which they end up doing. So you can see a enemy sliding down. So we have high ground in good position here. He's cracked. A lot of times when he's cracked, or a person is cracked and I know they're solo, I'm able to push because that's obviously an advantage for you. Don't let them heal. If you let them heal, it's a fair fight now, and who knows how good of a shooter they are. So you want to make sure that if you do any damage at all while you're on high ground, and you know that there's not a team going to be able to third party you, then definitely take that fight. This person just pushed, and again with Wraith's small hitbox, it's really hard to see. And it's really easy to use cover like that lifeline drop to reposition and strafe among a close range fight. In this situation, a Pathfinder was running away from us. One of the things that a lot of people like to do with the Wraith portal is chase people down. So because you move a little bit quicker when you're in her portal, you are able to catch up even to a Pathfinder. So here he was taking a zip. I was able to catch up to him a little bit quicker than I would have if I just sprinted over there. And my team is obviously with me, so we're able to kill him there. In this situation, we hurt a third party, and again, we get there quicker because of Wraith's portal. And they nerfed the speed boost you get when you phase, so I don't use the speed boost here. I want to save the tactical because it doesn't actually give us a speed boost, and I can use it in a fight. So I heard 2 teams fighting here, and I wanted to get there as soon as possible so that they didn't have a chance to heal. And you can see here that when we get there, they're actually still looting and still figuring out what to do with their health, and we're able to get a nice third party to kill this team here. And in this situation, I want to show one-on-one fight. In close range, she's really good. You can crouch spam, you can strafe, you can ADS in and out, and win a fight pretty easily with Wraith. She's super hard to hit. Her small hitbox, I can't harp on that enough. In this situation, I'm getting blasted, and I'm able to reposition with her portal, with her tactical ability, and start getting back into the fight and thinking of ways to get back in the fight. But don't feel shy to use her tactical to reposition and play your life, because a lot of the times you can climb, you can take a zip line while you're in your phase. So there's ability to get better position and kind of heal and get back into the fight so that you're not at a disadvantage, especially if you get cracked early on in a fight. This was probably one of my favorite plays that happened during this session. I was able to down this caustic, and because it was a caustic and he has traps out, I knew that he wasn't able to set out traps. And one thing that you can do is phase out and not get injured by caustic gas or the fences. So I was able to set this portal on the other side of the second fence, get better position. The caustic was still down, get a little bit of high ground on the team. They kind of cornered themselves in this little box of fences and able to get the dub here. So the portal is really good at repositioning, really good at, Wraith is really good at phasing through, caustic gas or fences, and repositioning and making sure your team has the better advantage in a fight. In this instance, I was able to reposition using her phase. I was able to down one. I saw a couple people high ground. I heard this Octane coming up, so I was able to get better position on the Octane and down him. And in a long range fight, I'm able to get some shots down here. I feel comfortable pushing this because they don't seem like they want to take this fight, so you want to be a little bit aggressive. I like playing aggressive, especially in pubs. I use the phase here, even though I don't get the speed boost, because I didn't want to get shot from the side. I knew they had a little bit of positioning where they could probably shoot me if I didn't use the phase. I'm looking for them here. I hear this Loba, or I see this Loba going up top. And again, I feel comfortable with Wraith going in a one-on-one fight, using the crouch so that I'm able to get this kill. Once you stop fighting and you're going to get third-partied, try to use her portal to get better position and her phase to get better position. There's a lot of third parties in King's Canyon. It's one thing you got to be cognizant about. There's a lot of jump towers to get to places quicker. So if people hear shots, they're definitely going to third party you, especially in ranked gameplay. In ranked, a lot of people sit around and wait for shots so that they could be the third party and try to get those kills. So usually, rule of thumb, if you're in a fight for longer than a minute, I would say reposition and try to figure out if there's another team coming before you kind of engage in a fight. Here, you can see that, again, I'm using trees as cover. If this was Gibby, you probably couldn't hide behind that tree because he's a little bit chunky and a little bit bigger than Wraith. So you definitely want to use Wraith's ability to hide behind trees, reposition with her phase, and get back into the fight, as much as you can, and definitely communicate with your teammates. So you see here, my teammate is coming with me because they know that I phased out and I'm healing so that I could get back into the fight. With that said, I definitely hope that this has helped. I, again, use phasing so that I can reposition. I use portals to either track people down or get a better position in fights, or stay in the ring and get people into the ring and get my teammates back into the ring as we are trying to get back into the fighting, back into the game. Wraith has a very small hitbox, and I can't say that enough. She is one of the most used legends in the game. She's very viable and ranked, very good at getting care package weapons, and I hope this has been helpful. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment. Definitely don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week for another tutorial. Peace out.